French charities are raising the alarm over a surge in people needing to use food banks. The spike has been aggravated by the coronavirus pandemic, of course. RT's Charlotte Dubinsky explains.
A hive of activity, food being sorted, parcels being packed, all as the queues waiting for food aid grow. Many of those now using food banks like this are doing so for the very first time, and it's been a lifeline.
I am in a precarious situation, and COVID-19 has made things tough. There was a moment when there was nothing else to do but come here. Without restaurants du corps, I wouldn't be able to survive. I had a normal life with an apartment, and when I lost everything, it was very difficult to ask for help. But I have no choice, so here I am. It's through necessity.
I need to come here because I am alone with my children, and I need help. The center was closed at one point, and we had difficulties because of that. But now they are open, so things are better.
To start with, we didn't go out because we didn't know if Restos du Cœur were working. But when we knew they were, we came and respected all the safety measures.
Restos du Cœur, a charity providing food parcels to those in need, says it's been feeding between 20 and 30% more people since March. At this food distribution centre, it's been even higher.
Usually this center accepts about 1,000 people per week. This time we had kind of, I would say, a 50% increase. Our guess, of course, is that some of them lost their jobs. When it comes to unemployment, we know that we have this kind of inertia and people tend to lose their jobs for long. We expect that the situation will last 2 to 3 to 4 years for them.
This is not just an issue in France. Across Europe, food banks have been overwhelmed. The European Food Banks Federation, or FEBA, says that more than 90% of distribution centres have seen an increase in demand for emergency food. The picture has been particularly bad in Western Europe, it says, with demand up in some countries by 50%. This is, according to FEBA, an unprecedented situation.
We feel ashamed to ask for help, but I think degradation of living conditions can happen to anybody today. This social crisis is not comparable to the 2008 social crisis that followed the financial crash. This is a much more profound and deep crisis that will last for much longer. The World Programme for Hunger anticipated that the number of people requiring food aid or who are in food insecurity will increase by 50% worldwide.
For now, food banks are said to be coping with the enormous strain that they are under. But government officials are already concerned about a second wave of COVID-19, which could mean that by the end of this year, in France alone, around 8 million people may be left in need of food aid. That, combined with higher rates of unemployment, could be an explosive mix. Charlotte Dubinsky, RT, Paris.
That's a roundup of the